Winfrey Show.
Good morning, everybody, and here we are, the start of a brand new week. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Collins.
And I'm Dana Fleming. Coming up, country music superstar Reba McEntire.
Yeah.
How are you? Welcome back. Thanks. Nice to be back. Thanks very much. Well, I thought concert music was loud until I had my son Shelby. If only babies came with a volume control. I'll share my experiences raising a newborn with you pretty soon.
Today we begin our week-long tour of Scott Baio's bachelor pad with a look around the downstairs.
And the new host of Match Game, Ross Schaefer, is here. Hi, Ross.
Good morning, Dana. When I'm here to show you how to do your own body work, don't throw away money at expensive body shops. You can fix the dents yourself for a tenth the cost.
I don't know. Would you fix a dent in your car?
I don't know.
Well, we're going to find out how. Well, we always bring you the latest news, crafts, and ways to take dents out of your car here on the Home Show. Viewer Debbie Stapley is back, and she's going to tell us one of the many side benefits of watching home.
Well, they invite you to be on the show.
That's right.
This is my third appearance, and today I'll show you how to make this beautiful stationery with just an electric iron or a toaster.
Kitty Bartholomew has another creative decorating idea. Hi, Kitty.
Hi. Other than the obvious, doorknobs have another great use. Turn them into a one-of-a-kind coat rack like this, and it only costs pennies.
And we have the very latest products that claim to make your summer a lot more fun. This is one of them. Listen. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like fun, and we've got a tough panel. They'll be the judge of that.
But next, Reba McEntire on motherhood.
I like them. I like them.
Reserve a room at Quality, Comfort, Clarion, and Sleep Hotels and get this fabulous coupon book absolutely free. You'll save at places like SeaWorld, movie theaters, and car care centers a value of over $1,000. Yeah! So call for your coupon book today.
Bye-bye.
Vanna White not included. Oh. Call 800-221-2222 and reserve your room and free coupon book. Supplies are limited.
This summer, take the long way home. Run through a sprinkler. Relax with a good old-fashioned taste of Country Time lemonade. And take summer slowly, one sip at a time.
When I played football, I crunched quarterbacks. But now I crunch these, JB's Pigskins. The new pork rinds.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going.
Energy. It comes from a balanced diet that contains B vitamins. B vitamins help turn food into energy. To be sure you're getting enough, take Theragran M. It's packed with 50% more of each B vitamin than other leading brands. Theragran M high-potency multivitamins with minerals from Squibb helps unleash your energy.
Try the hot dogs so full of lean, fresh meat that they plump when you cook them. Ballpark Franks. Handsome carrying case not included. While we've never put sugar or filler into Ballpark Franks, we have recently added something. About an inch. Announcing new Ballpark bun-size Franks. As always, they plump when you cook them.
McEntire and Holmes pediatrician Dr. Jay Gordon. Nice to have
you. Good morning.
Now
we're going to talk about babies.
Yeah, we're talking a lot about babies. When we had talked to Reba about being on the program, her son Shelby's just about 5 months old, and she had some questions that she wanted to get some answers to, and that's why we've got Dr. Jay here. But Shelby's, what, 5 months old now?
She'll be 5 months to 23rd.
And you've been on the road since, what, May
the 3rd.
Promoting Rumor Has It, which is your new album. And last time I saw you, there was no baby, and you were on the road then. What's the big difference?
Oh, it's a lot of difference. Shuffling time, and I always want to be with him instead of working what I'm supposed to be doing. And the relationship between my husband and we have really having to work for finding time together. I think that's a common problem with.
Is he on the road with you, your husband?
Yes, he's my manager, Narva Blackstock.
Well, so at least you're all three together.
Yeah, it's really neat, but, you know, I don't know how other people handle that whenever it's, you know, like a regular working schedule. Both of them are working. I feel for them. It's really a hassle.
And as you said, you've got lots of questions for Dr. J. And Reba, we got to tell you, we have the most responsive audience here on the Home Show of any television show.
Great.
I mean, they are so great. And so what we'd like to do is ask all of you mothers out there to call in your tips on raising newborns, your tips for Reba, for instance, how to handle the problems of colic, introducing new foods, traveling with your newborn, even and newborn up to, let's say, 1.5 years, because the problems are still going to keep coming.
Exactly.
And please call Reba right now at 213-520-5000. The number is on the screen. And remember, it's a long-distance call. But call in with your tips for Reba, and Dr. J is going to give us some tips, too. You've got a lot of questions for him.
Sure do.
Fire away.
Well, you mentioned the biggest problem that the number one question that I get is the one that you addressed, and it's something that I mentioned to you earlier, that one of the reasons that I enjoy your music is it addresses that problem better than any other music.
What's the problem,
The problem is that it sure is quiet when the baby goes to bed. We sit here in the silence, putting off what must be said. That most families at 4 to 6 months of age are making big decisions. They're making very big decisions. They don't have enough time for each other. A lot of moms have had to decide to go back to work full-time. They've had to decide between breastfeeding, which they might have preferred, and formula feeding, which they might have thought was second best. And they don't get a chance to talk about it.
Where are you, Reba? Is the baby on formula or are you
Baby's on
breastfeeding?
formula. No, I've never breastfed. And it's, you know, it's more convenient when I had to go right into the studio to record, and then I went right into show production, and we're right on the road. And it is a juggling act. It really is.
And I'm sure, well, you were asking Dr. J, you know, how long do you keep a baby on formula?
Baby should be on formula for about 6 to 8 months. Formula is a complete feeding for a baby. It replaces breastfeeding in a way because it's got all the vitamins, it's got the iron. When you start iron-containing solids, you can take a baby from formula to whole milk. I recommend starting with fruits and vegetables first instead of with cereals, because cereals have a little bit more allergy-causing potential. I recommend having a very good time with it. Most of the books try to make you compulsive. They tell you that you should use 1 tablespoonful of this, and that you should wait 3 days in between this and that.
Actually,
or weeks. You should just have a real good time.
Listen, you mentioned iron, which brings up vitamins and so forth. Now, since Reba's not breastfed, she's on the baby, Shelby's on the formula. What about the immune system of the baby? What about protection? Do they have little drops, vitamins, or little things that they put in formula, or do you add that?
No, but that's interesting because that's one of the hottest topics in pediatrics right now. The formula manufacturers are attempting to bring formula closer to breast milk. So they're adding amino acids. They're talking about synthesizing antibodies and putting them into formula.
Oh, really?
But, I mean, does the baby need more protection when it doesn't breastfeed?
A baby who's not breastfed does not have the mother's immune system protecting it, and therefore there can be more problems with allergies, and there can be more problems with illness. But again, that comes right back to the first issue. A lot of women have to make that decision. They have to decide between job and family and so on, and it comes down to a real basic feeding decision: formula versus breastfeeding, when to start formula, when to stop formula, when to start solid foods.
What do you recommend the fluoride drops?
No, I don't. And
why not, Jay?
That varies from one part of the country to another. In Southern California, where I practice, the water supply has a pretty significant amount of fluoride, and even if babies don't drink tap water, they tend to drink juice that's mixed with tap water. They eat fruits and vegetables grown in tap water. And the problem that we've been seeing since the invention of fluoridated toothpaste is that kids would brush their teeth and eat the toothpaste and get fluoride drops and get fluoridated water, and they were getting little brown spots. So most people recommend starting fluoride a little bit later. Again, in Southern California, the official recommendation is not to start till age 2 years.
Okay,
but you should ask your doctor.
My ready-to-feed formula, I don't mix it with water. So it doesn't have any kind of fluoride in it, right?
It depends on where it was mixed.
Okay.
Is it safe to say, though, on general, that the baby will get fluoride one way or the other?
One way or the other, the baby's going to get fluoride. But starting at age 2, the baby may run short of fluoride. That's a time when statistically, you can decrease the incidence of cavities by giving supplemental fluoride.
You mentioned fruits, you mentioned cereals. What about the pesticides? Everybody's concerned about that because I guess pound for pound, the baby is going to ingest a lot of that if you buy store-bought.
And can pesticides even get into bottled food?
Exactly, exactly. I recommend to people that they make their own baby food whenever possible. Pound for pound, none of us here eats 150 bananas a month. But on a pound-for-pound basis, a baby eats that equivalent, 150 bananas a month or 150 carrots a month or whatever it is. And there are an awful lot of chemicals in our food sources. I recommend buying organic fruits and vegetables whenever possible, washing as well as you possibly can. There's a line of organic baby food that's tapped the market very nicely. And the simple answer is just take a carrot, steam it, and put it through a baby food grinder.
It's not the 21 steps that
No.
some manufacturers say you must go through.
Can you show me right quick how, if Shelby got choked, what's the first thing I do? Stay calm. I know that's the first thing, easier said than done.
You stop the bus.
Yeah. Put everything to a screeching halt, and then what do I do?
You stay calm. You remember which camera to point the baby
Yes,
at.
absolutely.
This is a little bit controversial. The Red Cross often disagrees with the American Academy of Pediatrics. Dr. Heimlich often disagrees with everybody. Dr. Heimlich wants you to do the Heimlich maneuver first, which involves putting 2 fingers below the bottom of the breastbone and above the umbilicus, and giving 6 or 8 quick, sharp thrusts. Thinking of popping the cork in a flexible plastic bottle.
Or if that doesn't work, what do you do?
Well, if that doesn't, first you should have dialed 911.
Okay.
Because if that doesn't work, you're in a lot of trouble. If a baby is coughing, or if a baby is breathing, or if a baby is talking, there is no obstruction. But if those aren't occurring, there's an obstruction.
Shouldn't you check the mouth and the throat before you do the...
I like the idea of sweeping your finger through the mouth. Which
You don't think it pushes the food back down into the throat?
The American Red Cross does not like it for that reason. In my experience, your index finger is so long that you can reach things.
Yeah.
The American Academy of Pediatrics still recommends back thrusts.
So whatever you... Try them all, I guess, if you
Try them all.
have no luck.
The official order is back thrust, hitting the baby in the mid-back, sharply, up high.
Between the shoulder blades?
Between the shoulder blades, exactly.
Okay. All right.
And then attempting the Heimlich maneuver with your fingers in between the belly button and the breastbone.
All right.
Squeezing.
Well, those are 2 safe ways to do it, obviously, and we have more questions of Dr. Jay Gordon, and Reba's going to be with us. We'll take your phone calls, some tips for Reba, maybe a question or 2 from you. We'll be right back. Here to show us a surprise use for old doorknobs. But first, let's go over to Dana. She's with Debbie Stapley.
Very much.
Thank you very much.
As you said at the top of the show, this is your 3rd trip back.
Yeah, can you believe it?
You are just a veritable smorgasbord of information, Debbie.
We work on it.
Well, look at some of these beautiful things that she has brought with us today. These are Debbie's creations here.
Chinese food containers, letters, bookmarks, invitations, note cards. It goes on and on and on and on.
But what have you done with these to create this gorgeous look?
Well, all you really need is some embossing powder and either an iron or a toaster.
An iron or a toaster?
Iron and a toaster.
And a couple eggs?
That's right.
You're in business, huh?
And this embossing powder comes in about 14 different colors, so you really can use your creativity.
Right,
but what you need to do first is buy some glycerin. Now, you don't need to buy the so-called embossing ink. All it is glycerin, and it's cheaper when it's called glycerin.
Okay.
So take your brush it onto an uninked felt pad until it is completely saturated.
And I'm assuming you can buy all this stuff at craft stores.
Right.
All right.
Or a stamp store.
Okay.
Take your stamp, press it on your pad. Whoops. Press it onto your paper.
Any stamp you want.
Any pattern. Take some embossing powder. Remember those glitter pictures you used to make as a kid? Same thing. See what it does?
Okay. But then what's the iron thing?
Well, now watch. Watch what the iron will do. With a toothpick, so you don't burn your fingers, hold it right up against this iron, and you see what it's beginning to do?
Yeah.
It's beginning to melt.
So what does that make it stay on better? That's
yes,
great.
it makes it stay on.
All right, and
Now,
you,
this is a-
you have the iron set on the hottest setting?
Have it set on the wool setting, or 275 degrees.
Wow, look at that. It does.
Isn't that pretty? Now, this isn't completely finished, but you can see part of it starting to glisten here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes it look totally different.
All right.
Where does the toaster come in, Debbie?
Well, you use the toaster when you use a thicker paper like a mat board or something like these Chinese food containers that you can't put the back flush against the iron. What you do is turn on your toaster. You put the design with the powder right onto the mat board and hold it above the toaster like this.
Oh, my gosh. What a great idea.
Okay? And then that will melt just like the others.
All right. And show us some of the things that you've done. You've taken this a
Well,
step further.
yes, and you can too. Just add some silk flowers. Use crayons or pencils or markers and color it in. Another fun thing to do is to take an X-Acto knife and just bend out parts that you have cut out with the X-Acto knife.
Oh,
Add
give it a
glitter.
different, more dimension.
Right? This is another real fun thing to use. This is a glue pen. And what you can do with this is just write out your own messages.
Look at
You
that.
see that? Write out your own messages, or have your kids draw pictures to Grandma. And
Oh,
there's
that's
just
great.
a ton. Just use your imagination and have fun with it.
Absolutely gorgeous stuff. Debbie, thank you so much. It's just wonderful. Thanks for coming back. Now over to Gary and Kenny.
Thanks, Dana, very much. Now, this is what we were talking about earlier. This is a coat rack coming in the door, and it's made out of knobs.
And it's so simple to make. You know, this summer when you're out traveling around and you're at a flea market or a junk shop, whatever, doorknobs are real easy to find, and they're not very
All
expensive.
right, we have new ones
Old
here.
doorknobs.
Right, and those were the only ones we could find
Okay,
for this
let me show
morning's
you how
demonstration.
easy it
What do
is
we
to
need?
make. Okay, well, what I used was a 39-inch piece of hardwood. You can use any size you want. It's 3.5 inches wide and about 3/4 inch thick. Okay, now what I did was I found the center, which is very simple, and then I spaced, about 4 inches apart because I had 6 knobs. Then what I did was I drilled a hole. Okay, now here we're using a screw gun, but if you don't have a screw gun, there's no reason why you just couldn't use a regular screwdriver.
You use that because you don't want to go all the way through the wood, right?
No, you do want to go all the way through the wood. It just makes it easier, okay? Then what we're going to do is, in this case, because we're going to stain it, you can stain or paint, whatever you choose. We're erasing the pencil lines. Then I apply the stain, just with a rag. Dries very quickly. And then basically what we do is we take the doorknob. Now we're going to put the screw in through the hole.
What I meant, it doesn't go all the way through the big hole. You got the little hole.
Exactly,
right.
exactly.
The
Then we
countertop.
take the back of the doorknob and we put plastic anchors. We just nail them right in the middle.
Those you find at your hardware store.
Right, and then basically it's done. All you have to do is
the
screw it on the
The
back.
anchor's for the screw.
Isn't that
All right.
fun and simple?
Now, if you don't have the drill, you can use a screwdriver.
Yeah, you want to be sure and have a screw that goes through the, the depth so that you have something to screw the
that
handle
is
on.
spectacular.
Isn't it fun?
Will that solve a few problems at my house? Kitty Bartholomew, wonderful. This will be in newsletter number 132 in our next half hour. We're going out to Scott Baio's house with Dana. Ross Schaefer, the new host of Match.
In the mornings, this fountain, I got a huge hawk that comes out here, just sits here. Like this is his fountain. And,
little bat.
yeah, and if I come out and he's here, he flies up into the cypress trees there and will yell until I go inside.
Oh, how
Just scream,
fun.
and I go inside and comes back down and drinks.
Does he have a name?
No, I don't. He's too pretty to have a name.
Okay, let's go inside. Oh,
After you.
boy. Oh, this is great.
Nice.
I love the high ceiling.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a green butterfly. That was
What?
a green butterfly.
The window?
Stained glass window.
Oh, no. You've done a lot then.
I've done a couple of things.
I like the white. I like the
Thank
white.
you.
Is that you?
Yeah. The floor was green. Lime green.
Lime green.
Yeah.
To match the lime green butterfly.
To match the lime green carpeting that was in that room.
Oh.
And this was brown.
Berber carpet.
Brown.
Great.
This was brown, and I put white Berber down.
Yeah. And you've got the Spanish tile on the outside of the house.
Right.
You kind of have a few southwestern touches in here. This is kind of neat.
Yeah, well, what
was
I
that
did
planned or?
No, I just didn't want the house to be one theme, you know.
Yeah.
So I just whatever I walked into the store, whatever I liked, I bought.
Right. That's
You know,
good. That's
and I
good.
figured this is Southwest, and I got some stuff in here that I don't know. Well, let's go in here. I'll show you.
Okay. What?
I get like leather couches, which I don't think are really Southwestern. This style of couch, but I just like the couches.
Yeah.
But then there's a Southwestern thing in the corner over there.
Yeah, that's it. Do you know where that came from?
That?
Uh-huh. Do you have any idea?
Probably
Did
Southwest.
your decorator buy it, Scott?
No, I didn't have a decorator.
You did all of it?
Yeah.
Really? But that's neat. I mean, some people can't do that. You want it to be livable.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, wait. I like this.
Oh, thanks. You know where I got that? I was driving, I can't think of the name of it. Place in Venice. I was with my girlfriend, and we were just driving by, and I was in my truck. They had a big sale going on the side of the road. I just stopped, and we bought them.
What's this?
Those are golf clubs.
Are you still waiting for Gary to come? He's not coming. He's not coming. Okay, you have work to do.
I just cleaned them, and I left them in there.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, this is nice, because, you know, in wintertime you're sitting here and you put a fire on. And you just kind of hang out, and these benches you sit on.
And this is, I mean, how can you miss Marilyn?
This is like my favorite thing in the house.
Yeah.
What this is a mold of her Grauman Chinese theater.
Oh, her imprint?
Yeah, here's her feet.
See? I don't know if you can see that on camera. Oh, that's neat. And you have more southwestern touches in here to
yes,
kind of...
I do.
I mean, you know, you're blending a little bit here. This bar is wonderful.
Thank you.
It looks like you're expecting a few people. Did you do this just for us?
Absolutely.
You're going to prepare me a drink?
Absolutely.
Okay, this is great. Another picture of Marilyn Monroe, James Dean, and of course your Happy Days sign.
Yeah, I keep a lot of mementos from shows that I've done.
Yeah, that's neat. But you don't have a very well-stocked bar.
No,
I have to say.
I'm not a big drinker. In fact, I don't drink that much. So
what are you going to make?
Actually, this is not a cocktail. It's a mocktail.
A mocktail.
Okay.
So there's no liquor.
No alcohol. This is white grape juice.
Okay. All right.
And what you need
about
is
how much?
About a cup.
Okay.
And this is pretty much whatever you want to do. This is
for 2 drinks.
This is papaya
concentrate. Yeah.
Okay,
So it's not just a juice. You want,
no.
Okay.
No.
That's papaya concentrate.
And this is about a half a cup.
That's potent stuff. Okay.
And now, next is a little limeade.
What is limeade?
This is concentrate.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know exactly what the names are. I know how to make it.
He just does it. He doesn't write it.
And
He
let's
just
put
does
about
it.
half of this in there.
Yeah. Okay, watch out.
All right. Now,
let's
put some ice in to make it kind of
Yeah. What's this stuff?
All right. That is secret ingredient.
What is it?
Rum extract.
Oh, so it tastes like rum, but it isn't. Yeah, all right.
And you can go wild with.
You just
put it whatever you want. Now, the nice thing about it is you can put whatever kind of fruit you want in it.
Oh, okay.
So what would you like?
I want strawberries.
Okay. Put as many as you want. While you're doing that...
Let's do a banana.
So which is nice to do is kind of take a lime on the edge of the glass.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and what are you dipping in it?
Powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar. Oh, that looks great.
Okay, now, plug it all up. Hopefully I put enough ice in there.
That looks great.
Still good when it's hot, you know?
Yeah. And more powdered sugar. You made these. These are a nice little thing. Did you do this just for us? Oops. Did you do these just for us?
I can't lie. I didn't do those.
Oh, okay. This is great. Okay. All righty. And I'll garnish.
Put those glasses on.
All right. Oh, that looks wonderful. So we'll use the garnish that you didn't make. Okay. All right. Great. Now what?
Now,
got another room to show us?
Yes, please.
Thanks.
Yeah, why don't we go out by the pool?
Okay.
That's actually very good.
That is wonderful.
It really
I can
is.
taste it. Room extra. You have powdered sugar on your mouth.
Fine.
Okay. Come over here. I want to see this piece of artwork over here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This is wonderful. Where'd you get that?
Actually, I got this from my parents for Christmas.
I love this table.
Thank you. This is lucite.
Nice, clean line. It's wonderful.
Thank you very much. Let me go outside right now.
Okay.
It was great. There you go.
Oh, this is great. This swimming pool is wonderful. Did you put this in?
No.
It looks brand new.
Does it really? Thanks.
Yeah.
No, that was here. It's clean.
It is really clean. I can't wait to see the rest of the house.
Well, you're going to.
Okay, thanks.
Well, I don't know.
Huh?
We made some up.
Bear, our chef, made up some of the mocktail. Is that wonderful?
That's yummy.
Now, if it's a little sour, if you recall, I put banana in there, so that made a difference.
Well, banana masks everything.
Yeah, it's very good, though. Good stuff. It'll be in the newsletter.
Okay, now, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, we're going to learn Scott Baio's secret to pasta marinara. You know what his secret is? I'll tell you right now.
What is it?
His girlfriend makes it.
Really?
Yeah. But it is wonderful. It's very good. Plus, a
I
surprise
got to get a
guest.
tip from that young man.
We surprised him, so we had a surprise guest come in.
Okay,
in the
great.
middle of it.
All right, look forward to that. Next, however, the new host of Match Game, Ross Schaefer, joined us, and he's going to give us an easy lesson in fixing dents in a car. So how much money you want to save? We're back with Ross Schaefer, who's going to show us how you can fix those little dings in your car.
That's right.
Or even big dents.
Big dings.
All right.
Big dings.
Have your regular segment on the
Speaking
Match
of
Game.
big dings, speaking of big dings,
Big dings.
Match Game premieres.
Yes, it does. Right after
today,
this
right
show.
after the home show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today.
It's a funny show.
Well, we got our
remember
fingers
this show
crossed for you, and may you have a long and healthy and prosperous ride.
Thank you very much.
And welcome to our home, neighbor.
All right, now,
I'm a little ambivalent about this. I don't know if we're really able to do this ourselves, but once we hear how much money we're going to save, maybe we'll want to.
If you've ever patched a hole in your wall at home, it's very similar to that.
Is it?
Yes, it's very similar. I started doing this when I was 15 years old because I could only afford cheap cars. And dented
You
cars.
always had dented
Yeah,
cars.
so I always had dented cars. In fact, one of the things, a rusted rocker panel below the door is what I had. I cut out coffee cans, riveted that to the bottom, put this putty, what we'll show you, over that. And the only problem was that it was part of the heating ducts, and that every time I turned the heat on, it smelled like Folgers coffee. Yeah. All right, so
now let's
get started.
Let's take a look at our
And
dent.
anyone can
Here's
do
the
it.
dent. Yeah,
Male,
here's a bad.
female,
Anybody
young,
can do
old.
this.
All right.
Okay.
Here's a bad dent, and you would say, yes, I'll take that to the body shop, but it will cost $300.
Okay.
All right. We're going to drill a hole. We've drilled several holes here.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we didn't quite drill that hole, but we've already drilled some holes, so now
Pretend.
we have our,
What is
our
that?
dent puller.
What is this?
Hey, this is something every house should
Now
have.
watch this. Now what you weigh?
What is
50
this?
pounds. You weigh
Yeah.
50 pounds.
Yeah,
So
weigh 50 pounds.
put it right in here.
Okay.
What Dana's going to do is screw this dent puller, which you can rent for $5, $6.
This is called a dent puller?
Dent puller, and watch what happens to this dent when she gets it in there. Okay, that's probably far enough.
Okay.
Now just hold it, and this is a
Oh,
weighted
you're
handle.
really getting after this,
I'm
Dana.
That's enough,
excited
Dana.
about it. All right, okay,
You
okay.
just screwed it into the upholstery. Okay, now just show us on this weighted handle.
Yeah.
Jerk it back hard. See how that came out?
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Pull it
Yeah,
out a little
yeah.
more.
Great.
All right, so you have to do
Okay.
that. You have to do that for each one of the
Do
little
that
holes.
to each one of the holes. Now,
All
Now,
right.
see, now
Go
you
ahead
got
and
to
take that
unscrew
out.
it.
Pretend like we did.
all right, we
All right.
have now, here's some body filler. And you buy this at the auto parts store. Mix it up. It looks just like putty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You add something to it? You have
No,
to add the hardness
you have to add a little hardening solution depending on how much, how fast you want to work with it. And just slather that on like you do the paste at your house when you have a dent at the house.
Yeah.
Okay?
And just fill all the little
Yeah, it
nooks
looks
and
bad.
crannies.
It looks now bad there now.
But it doesn't matter if it's rough. Because
If it's
we're
rough
gonna
right now, that's fine. So
finish
all you're
that
trying
off.
to do is get the contour of the door back.
Okay.
Now let's go back up here.
Now
This
we've
is
got
one
the
that we've already
contour.
done. After it's hardened, you can get one of these.
What is that?
This is a little file. And
Yeah.
all this is like a little clay, and this will file off easily with this on the rough spots.
Yeah.
Or you can use this
Boy.
sandpaper.
What this would do
Okay.
for cellulite.
All right.
Oof.
Not that kind of body.
Sorry.
Kind of
Yeah,
body.
that sands off pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Now,
All right.
Can you
Once
rent this stuff? Can
you can
it
rent this
somewhere?
stuff. All of this, all of the materials we have here cost less than $30 so far.
Oh, all right.
Now, here's the important thing. A
And
diaper.
I'm free, so.
We need a baby's diaper.
Okay.
My father told me you always use it. It does nothing to do. It has nothing to do with body work, but boy, they feel great on your hands.
Oh, come on. Now, what do you
All right.
What do you use
Use
it
this
for?
for, and we'll back up after
Hey,
we've.
Speaking of
Oh,
baby,
we're going to get your diaper back in a minute.
bring me my
We'll
diaper
get it
back.
right back to you. All right. Now,
Okay.
this is after we've already accomplished
We've ground
this.
the stuff off.
We've
We've
sanded
sanded
this
it.
down.
All right.
We think it's smooth.
Okay.
This is the test. You're going to use this and run that over the dent.
All right.
For some reason, a baby's diaper or a small cloth will bring out the highs
There's
and lows of
still
the
a,
dent.
there's,
Can you
I
feel?
There's a
Can you feel?
hole.
Let me feel.
Okay, all right.
There's an
You can still
indentation.
feel that, then you
See
need to
Oh, yeah, it is
re-bondo.
right there.
So that's what you use that
Yeah,
for.
so you put the bondo back on. That's how the pros do it.
Okay, but
All right, now,
painting.
painting. You get it smooth, there's a primer coat.
Ooh.
Sorry. Steps on your foot.
All right, let's
I'm
use some of
Are
this
you
bondo
okay?
on it.
Can I have some Bondo
Here,
for my
here, let me
toe?
try it on.
Whoa, no. I don't know what it is.
Never repair a car with
I don't
heels
believe this.
on.
I got one toe that hurts. Why? I got 10 of them. Why couldn't you have picked another one?
I'm so sorry. Now tell them you're not mad at me.
I'm not
though.
mad at her. I'm not,
Okay. All
I'm not
right.
mad at her, but when I start to sweat, you'll know it hurts.
So sorry.
It's no
Well, this is the last body segment we're going to do, isn't it?
I'm not kidding.
All right. Now.
Okay. You all right?
Yes. No, I
Okay.
dropped something on it.
You know, you have no business getting around a body shop if you get hurt by getting
Now,
stepped
you want
on
to know
by
what
a
happened? I
young
went to
woman.
the little store there by the house, and I was going to buy some biscuits for breakfast yesterday, and I was fooling around, and one of those big tubes fell right on my big toe.
And I just stepped on it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, will you make me some biscuits?
Yes?
Hello?
Oh, hi, Charles.
Change.
Yeah.
I got to have change.
Charles Nelson.
I'm here with my fluorescent bank. We fixed 3 cars. You know the Honda, the 64 Honda?
Yes,
You should
yes.
see it now. The woman cried when she saw it. I just needed $2 more.
Did you also fix the
We made
Hyundai?
$80 already.
$80
Isn't that
we made?
wonderful? No, I just came. Look how casual I am. I just came. How are you?
I'm fine,
We
Charles.
know each other. Hi, dear.
I'd
Charles.
also mention Charles
Yes.
is one of the stars of
On
Match
Match
Game.
Game again.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just came to invite you both to be on our show. You've been on our show for years, right? Years ago. I mean,
Right, years ago.
well, and
Why not
so- Yes, why not? Well,
Now, wait a minute.
anyway, Ross and I will be there.
All right, but I want a painting tip.
A
need
painting
a painting
tip,
tip.
then
We didn't
get
get
Red
to it.
War. I'm just a simple guest
Get
from a
Red
talk show. So you finish what you have to do.
All right. I will fit, but I have to, actually, I need your help because you and I have to go fix Gary's car. I parked a little close.
Oh,
today.
boy.
Oh, boy. Okay, what color do you
no.
know? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a nice car, but we'll paint it
All right,
gray
you can
for
buy
now.
a lot of paints, and you can go to your, if you happen to have a Honda or a Hyundai, go to the parts department.
All you do
of
is
those
go to the
places.
parts department. The color number is on your car.
But
Okay.
you
Ask
can
for that
give
color.
up this job of the
Thank
painting
you.
because
I
you're
thank you,
wonderful
Charles.
on
Good
Match
luck to
Game.
both of you.
Thank you.
On Match Game.
Thanks for coming by.
Coming up, our panel of judges is going to rate the latest products that claim to save time and money and fun as well. Now, we always like to let our home audience know what's new and exciting, and today's no exception. We have a distinguished panel of judges here, and they're going to let us know how they rate the latest new products.
Look
On our
how
right,
distinguished they
Charles
are.
Nelson Riley, Kitty Bartholomew, Ross Schaefer, and viewer Debbie Stapley. All right, we're going to start with...
Whoa!
You just move your hand.
Now, this
All right,
is what you
a
had on
gimmick, yeah.
earlier. What
this
is
is
it?
sound effects, and
Yeah.
it's $24. It's made by Mattel, and it's got any number of sound effects. Panel, would you rattle your hands? Or...
I have the ricochet rifle.
Yes.
I have the starting line at the Indy 500.
And I have the budding Van Halen.
Wow.
What do you got, Debbie?
I'll race you, Kitty.
Okay, two
car
people at the
racing.
races. All right, $24 from Mattel. What do you
$24.
think? You like it?
No.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Give me a headache.
All right,
Why?
Not for the money.
Shut down.
Hey, what do you think, audience? You like it or
Yes or
what?
no?
Huh? Yes or no?
Wait a minute.
Oh, kind of lukewarm.
That's bad.
I like it, kind of, but it's too expensive.
All right.
Too expensive.
All right, next item here is the world's smallest clothes dryer.
Okay, and here it is. It comes in this little container here. These are not part of this. This is what we're going to dry.
They're awful cute.
This is what it is. It's just this little bag
Just a
here,
air
and you
bag.
attach any hairdryer to it, and you turn it on, and there's little air holes. Whoa, there's little air holes in here, and you take your skivvies that are wet, you put them on there,
Oh.
and it dries them. What do you think?
I like
Huh?
Huh?
That's nice. Do you have those in blue?
This is $10.
$10.
Yeah, the kit
What's
is just
this?
$10. All right, I think the panel likes it.
$10.
Audience as well. That's a pretty
Yeah.
good idea for
Good
travel,
idea.
huh?
Okay.
All right. Now, this evidently has been going on in Brazil for some time. It's new to us. It's a cross between volleyball and badminton. And it ranges anywhere from $4 to $13. I suppose this is 4 and this is 13.
It's called Volleybird.
Volleybird.
Oh, that's
yeah,
great. How does it work?
Well, you just toss it,
All right.
I guess, or hit it,
Okay.
and you can go back and forth
Oh,
with
I
it.
see.
All right.
Audience, what do you think?
Oh, you guys! Oh,
I
boy,
guess they
we got
liked it.
we got cut off.
What do you think?
Everybody likes that?
I like
Okay.
that. These are
All right. Okay. Now,
Those are great.
you know when you're
like
going
that.
down the freeway, the highway, and a guy cuts in front of you, or you want to say something, not always mean, sometimes helpful.
When somebody steps on your toe.
Well, not exactly. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
And I'm not mad, Mom. You were so worried about that. Well, here's something you attach to your license plate. It goes around, and look at it. It's working right now. It says, Watch the Home Show. It's called Electroplate. It's made by Crime Stoppers, and you can program any number of messages into it. For example, your lights are
Your brights are on.
Your brights are on. How about that?
What
Here's
else?
another one.
Can you program anything
Huh?
into it? anything?
Well, I suppose if it's got a full alphabet, Dana. What else?
Oh, I don't know
All right,
about
here's another
that.
one. What's this one? Sorry, I cut you off.
That's good.
What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Yeah, the match game comes next. Could you do that one?
Match game comes next. All right, this is $400, a little upscale, but it's kind of a very clever idea. All right,
Huh?
now.
A little expensive? I think it could be dangerous.
You think it could be dangerous? Maybe so. Now, I want you to take a look at something. Just when you thought they couldn't improve on the wheel, you know how most of us would love to skateboard, but it's kind of silly. You know, we're a little old for that. Take a look at this. This is called the Axle Skate Bike.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. That's wonderful. Oh, he tripped
Do a
on a
couple of
birdie
trips.
here.
This is Mike Hartman. Mike?
How you doing?
Great. You enjoy this?
Yeah.
Okay. Do a couple of tricks for us. Can you take those trainer wheels off, or is that the way it
No,
comes?
these things stay still on the way.
Okay, we got to wrap up. So why don't you give us a couple trips, or tricks, I should say.
How long have you been
Thank
riding
you,
this,
Mike.
Mike?
For like
Long time?
about 2.5, like.
Well, I mean, full of lots of excitement, lots of fun. Our thanks to Mike and to the skate bike. Thank you. Panel, you like it? Okay. Thanks to our panel. More to come.
Girlfriend, Pamela Anderson. And say hi to everybody. Hi. Scott is very Italian. Very Italian? Full Italian. And so therefore it is required of Pamela to cook Italian food.
This is a requirement, I guess.
What are you going to make today?
Pasta marinara.
Who?
Pasta marinara.
See, we say
I'm not
pasta marinara, but she's from Canada, so what can I say? All right.
That's a good thing.
What's the most important thing for pasta marinara?
The tomatoes. You have to have plum tomatoes. It's really important. You don't want to use these tomatoes. If you only can get a hold of these ones, then use the canned kind.
Now, where do we start?
Okay, first we have 3 to 4 cloves of garlic minced. Then we have a medium onion minced. Then we have 2 tablespoons of these tomato bits right here. You can get them at an Italian specialty shop.
Why didn't you use those? That's interesting, because you've already got tomatoes.
It just kind of adds flavor.
Oh,
Something
a little
different.
bite, maybe?
Yeah. And then 2 tablespoons of minced basil. And I don't use a knife. I use these herb scissors you can buy in a specialty shop too, and just cut them.
Really? Because I've always taught to tear my herbs.
Well,
That's
this is easier. This is easier.
Okay.
That's good too. You can tear them too.
All right. Now,
Okay.
Scott should start sauteing those.
Okay, Scott, you put these in the skillet and you stir them as you're done.
You have a little olive oil in the pan there?
Yeah, there's just a couple
Okay.
tablespoons of olive oil. Dump it in there.
Dump it? Okay.
Dump it in there.
Love it.
Either it's this way or I should go in the out of the kitchen. What is this now?
I mostly stir. Put it in
Who's
there.
the boss in the kitchen?
You have to saute this. Okay, now stir. Stir.
All right,
You know,
while
so
he's doing that.
So while he's doing that, I'm going to put these tomatoes in the blender, and I'm just going to chop them up a little bit.
Okay.
You for a second.
Peeled them very nicely here.
Yeah, I had to peel them. What you do is you put them in a pot of boiling water for just 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then you take them out and you just peel them.
Yeah, you blanch them and it comes out delicious. Okay, you want to do that while Scott's stirring?
No, okay, keep stirring.
Here, here's one more.
Fine.
Put it in the blender. Can I do anything?
Oh, what can
It's
you
your
do?
act, I guess.
Just not...
I'm going to make some coffee. I can call you Charles. How are you? Scott. Hi, Mary. How are you? Who is this other woman? Who is this other woman? I want you to have you come over to my house for dinner.
We all know it's you.
My society. How are you? I'm great.
So you want to help us make the rest of our pasta?
No, I want you to come over to my house for dinner. I'm never going to do it, Sid. And it's called pasta. Pasta. Your pasta. I said, who's this crazy person we're shooting?
In the middle of our shot. When was the last time you guys saw each other?
Well, I'll some to do, some fancy to do, but I don't ever see you anymore.
I know.
You still love me?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So anyway, you take the tomatoes and you... Can we continue with the pasta?
You make more tomatoes? No, because I'm in the play and I have to go and see you.
Oh, you're leaving right now?
Really? I do.
Oh.
It's so good to see you. You've grown up so well.
Thank you.
You have no shoes on.
Once a mom, always a mom.
Goodbye, darling.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for stopping by, Marion.
I can get the sugar or something.
You know what? It's right in that cabinet right there.
All right. Okay.
On your turn right, isn't it?
Right, yes.
Isn't it? Oh, you don't even know?
It's on the left.
Just take the whole thing.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Marion. She's been hiding in your back
She's been
room.
hiding from Alex.
Back in your office. Oh, okay, well, let's continue.
Okay.
That's great. You have the best neighbors. Bye, Marion. Okay.
Okay.
How bizarre. Throw them in the Happy Days set for me.
Sorry. Okay, here we go.
All right, now you've got your
So
tomatoes.
now we're going to pour these in.
Yeah.
Can we see it?
Okay.
This is my job.
How long do you cook it?
10, 15 minutes.
Now we've got pasta cooking,
Okay.
and it's almost done.
Done.
Okay.
Okay, this is the last little bit right
All
here.
right. Then
Okay.
it's
Okay.
the sauce.
I'll bring that over. That's my job.
It's
Yeah,
done.
That's the man's job. He
Right.
brings the
Look
sauce
at
over.
that. It cooked down so wonderfully.
Okay, don't put too much in because you don't want to. If you put too much in, it isn't good.
There we go.
That's good.
Okay.
There we go.
You don't want to have too much in. You don't want to have any sauce left after you finish your pasta.
Oh, you don't?
No,
If
it's a
there's any
rule.
sauce at the bottom of the plate, then you put too much sauce.
Then you put too much sauce on.
Okay. Now, can we put some Parmesan cheese on
Yeah,
here? Is that
yeah.
allowed?
Okay, I think this is
Okay.
done.
What is this thing?
Oh, that's one of those little things. It's a pasta grater. You open it this way.
Oh,
Put
okay.
put the little Parmesan cheese. That's too big.
Okay.
Okay,
There.
right here.
Then
Okay, you just, what do you do here? Okay, go like this. You twist the
that's
top
great.
and it comes out like this.
I like it this way better where you just have it already done.
Well, I
You
did that
just-
earlier.
Okay.
With
Look at
this.
that.
Oh,
You see?
that's
Everything.
wonderful.
Absolutely.
Can you toss this?
Okay, hand me a fork. You grab a fork.
Okay, see what this is
Shall we
like.
taste it? All right.
I already know it's good.
Oh, looks wonderful.
Is that good?
I can taste the dried tomatoes. What do you think?
That's very good.
Is it okay?
It really is. One thing that's really spicy, I like it's kind of hot.
The
It's the
tomatoes.
tomato.
The dried tomatoes.
Oh, really?
Wonderful. Okay.
It's not really spicy. It's just like tangy.
Fried tomato bits.
Can we come back tomorrow?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow.
We're having hot dogs tomorrow.
Hi. What kind of kid? She's very nice.
Oh, she's
She an actress?
gorgeous. Yeah, and she is absolutely, she's a model and actress,
Oh.
and she is absolutely beautiful, and they're real cute together.
All right, we're going to see some of her tomorrow, too?
No, that was it, Jerry.
it. Okay, I'm
It's
just
not
asking, just
sales
asking.
week. Okay,
Well, no, I
tomorrow we're...
understand that, but he seems to feel very comfortable around her.
Yes, he does.
Kind of
Wouldn't you?
Kind of opens up.
But wouldn't you?
I won't answer that on the
You-
grounds that it may tend to
Make your night at home a
a
little
little
rough.
rough, yeah.
Tomorrow we're going to go upstairs in his house to see a more personal side. We're going to go in his office and see some mementos from his past. And
45 minutes.